Hello, this is Haoyu Li. I'm going to present our work titled Noise Tokens Learning Neural Noise Templates for Environment-Aware Speech Enhancement. Our work is related on neural speech enhancement, in which the goal is to learn a mapping from noise speech features to clean speech features using neural network. So for typical neural speech enhancement systems, there are two main shortcomings. First, as the data-driven approach, the performance against unseen noise is usually degrade due to the noise mismatch. The second, many works operate only on the magnitude spectrum but disregard phase, while phase distortion does degrade enhancement performance as well. So in this work, we try to address these two problems. First, we introduce neural noise templates to improve noise generalizability. And second, we apply neural vocoder instead of inverse STFT to waveform generation synthesis to alleviate phase distortion. In order to improve the robustness to unseen noise, the key idea is to model not only speech but also noise information and feed it into network training. So this figure shows we will have an additional noise estimation. So this strategy is known as noise-aware training. But for conventional NAT, it relied on a separate module to get noise estimation, which might be suboptimal for the whole systems. In this work, we proposed a bunch of trainable neural noise templates, also termed to noise tokens, to address this problem. More specifically, the noise token module consists of a noise encoder, an attention model, and several noise templates. These templates are actually motivated by style tokens used in speaking style modeling in the field of TTS, and we borrowed the concept of their idea to the field of speech enhancement for modeling noise. But unlike style tokens, which is time invariant, in our work, the generated noise embedding using the proposed noise tokens is time variant. That means we have, for each frame, we have a corresponding embedding output. So we hope it can capture the noise dynamic better. In the training stage, these tokens are jointly optimized with the whole system and can be stored as dictionaries, which are quite similar to the noise dictionaries in NMF-based approach. And in the inference stage, unseen environment noise will be factorized by the noise encoder and then represented as the weighted sum of those well-trained noise tokens using attention module. And then we will have a neural noise embedding, and this embedding will be passed into the following enhancement model. In such a way, we convert the unseen noise into the linear combination of trained seen templates. So we hope the following DNA model can handle this noise embedding more efficiently. Next, let me introduce experiments. We analyze the system performance with or without noise tokens. The noise token module is composed of 16 learnable tokens, and for attention model, we use multi-head attention with 8 heads. We generated 50-hour noise speech using 21 noise types as training set and tested on 4 unseen noises. We test our proposed noise tokens into 3 DNA architectures. They are standard 2-layer BaRTM and CNN plus BaRTM model used in voice filter, and the third is a self-weighted transformer structure used in the work of TGSA. We compared 3 systems in total. The first system is without using noise embedding. The second system is denoted as DNAT, which with noise embedding, and this embedding is obtained by a separate noise estimation module using a signal processing-based noise checking algorithm. The third system is denoted as NT, that is a system with noise embedding, and this embedding is obtained by the proposed noise token module. For all 3 systems, we simply applied inverse STFT to generate a waveform from the enhanced magnitude spectrogram. From this table, we can see noise tokens consistently improve the enhancement performance across all three tested architectures under different noise conditions, which indicates that noise tokens are a universal and effective strategy for speech enhancement tasks. Next, we checked the impact of noise diversity. The noise diversity means how many numbers of noise types included in the training set. We expect that learned tokens can model or capture noise patterns, as dictionaries did in NMF-based approach. So if more noise types fed into training, the learned tokens will have better noise representation ability and thus better performance. So in order to conduct our experiment, we generated 4 noise databases. All of them have 50-hour duration, and they are different from each other in the number of noise types they include. The more types a dataset includes, the more diverse it is. Specifically, we generated 4 datasets, each includes 7, 12, 16, 21 noise types. And 21 is actually the same with what we used in experiment 1. It has best noise diversity because it includes all of 21 noise types into training. Then we can see the results. So we compared the system without noise tokens with the system with noise tokens. We use standard biased term as an enhancement model, and for both systems, we use inverse STFT for synthesizing waveform. So first, it's reasonable to see with the increase of noise types, the performance is always improved. But for the system with noise tokens, we can see it has higher PASC score and also higher relative improvement rate. So this indicates the noise tokens can effectively exploit multiple noises due to the modeling ability of their trainable templates. For the third experiment, we tested the vocoder-based waveform generation module. After we get the enhanced magnitude, we apply inverse STFT to generate waveform. So this is what we did so far. But this would introduce a noise phase. So instead, we try to apply waveform vocoder to synthesize waveform in this experiment. Specifically, the enhanced magnitude spectrogram will be converted to 80-dimensional mass spectrogram using additional neural network here to further suppress residual noise and also get ready for the following waveform processing. Then the waveform directly generates waveforms to avoid using noise phase. The vocoder we used was pre-trained as a speaker-independent model using multiple sticky coppers. And in addition, for better performance, we use phone and speaker embedding to emphasize the content information and speaker characteristics of the processed utterance. The details can be found in our paper. We compared the vocoder-generated results with ISTFT-generated ones. However, the results shows the vocoder-based generation is much worse than the traditional ISTFT in terms of PASC and STOI. We hypothesize this is because the PASC and STOI are not typically designed to evaluate the vocoder-generated speech. So this inspires us to conduct the following subjective listening tests. Then let's look to the listening test. We conduct a listening test to comprehensively evaluate 6 systems in total. The first system is the baseline systems. It is the standard biased model and use ISTFT to generate waveform. The second model is baseline model plus noise tokens and also use ISTFT to generate waveform. The third system is the biased model plus noise tokens and use waveform vocoder to generate waveform. The fourth system is to directly apply waveform generation module to low noisy speech and use waveform vocoder to generate waveform. So this is a little bit special. So remember, this is what we proposed the waveform generation module. So it is originally applied to enhance STFT magnitude, but it can be also applied to low input noisy speech. We want to check what happened if we directly apply this module to the low input noisy. So this system is denoted as WG, means low one round enhancement system. We also evaluate clean speech and noise speech. We ask listeners to rate the given samples in 3 aspects: speech quality, noise suppression, and overall performance. There are 5-1 listeners in total to participate in our crowdsourcing listening test. Results are given in these 3 figures. From figures, we can first see the NT-ISTFT model, that is a baseline model plus noise tokens module, outperforms baseline in all 3 scores. And second, compared to NT-ISTFT, NT-WG shows higher performances, especially on the noise suppression score, which is significant improvement. This indicates the waveform generation, the vocoder generated system outperforms the ISTFT generated systems. And third, this is surprising. We found the low waveform generation module itself can outperform the noise tokens plus ISTFT systems. This means the low waveform generation module itself can be regarded as a strong baseline for speech enhancement task. And then let's listen to some audio samples. First is noisy speech.
That experience holds a lesson for us all in regard to birth control today.
Then results of baseline.
That experience holds a lesson for us all in regard to birth control today.
Results of NT-ISTFT.
That experience holds a lesson for us all in regard to birth control today.
Results for NT-WG.
That experience holds a lesson for us all in regard to birth control today.
And finally, it's a result of low WG module.
That experience holds a lesson for us all in regard to birth control today.
So you may hear some mumbling content in the end part of this sample. So yes, although the vocoder generated systems outperforms ISTFT generated systems on average, we found there are limited but some very bad quality cases in vocoder generated systems. This means the vocoder systems are not stable. So to improve the robustness of vocoder generated systems will be our future direction. And for more audio samples, you can check this website if you have interest. Last, for conclusion, in this paper, we propose noise token model to alleviate the noise mismatch problem for DNA-based speech enhancement system. And we found the proposed noise token model is effective across different network architectures and brings higher performance growth with the increase of noise diversity. And second, we propose waveform generation module to synthesize the waveform using waveform vocoder instead of traditional ISTFT. And the subjective listening tests show that the residual noise can be significantly reduced by the proposed waveform generation module. So that's all. Thank you for listening.